David and Victoria Beckham were among the guests at Buckingham Palace on Tuesday evening at a state banquet for the Emir of Qatar on the second day of his visit to the UK. David and Victoria Beckham dazzled at the opulent state banquet at Buckingham Palace on Tuesday, the 3rd of December, mingling with royalty as King Charles and Queen Camilla played hosts. The power couple was warmly received following David's influential role as World Cup ambassador for Qatar. The Emir of Qatar, in the UK on a two-day visit, was set to join King Charles in addressing the assembly of notable figures within the palace's majestic ballroom. Queen Camilla was only expected to be present for part of the event due to lingering side effects from a chest infection. For the photo op ahead of the banquet, Camilla looked stunning in a red velvet evening dress by Fiona Clare, accessorizing with a diamond Kakashnik tiara that once belonged to the late Queen, diamond earrings from a private collection, and a diamond necklace, also a possession of the late Queen. Last year, David Beckham had candidly addressed his controversial £125 million agreement amidst concerns about Qatar's human rights reputation, telling the Daily Telegraph, "I do a lot of research into partners that I am going into business with. And I wanted to be involved in another World Cup." He continued, "I knew there'd be questions, I knew there was going to be criticism, but I've always been a believer that football is such a powerful tool. I spent a month out there. I was around the LGBTQ community. I spoke to people on the ground. So I was happy with my decision." As they entered the grand ballroom at Buckingham Palace, David and Victoria were picture perfect, with David looking sharp in his traditional white tie and tails and Victoria in her flawless designer attire, exchanging whispers and glances as they proceeded through the East Gallery with other distinguished guests, reports The Mirror. Victoria wore a chic, dark floor-length gown with long sleeves, her hair styled into a sleek ponytail. She shared a light-hearted moment, chuckling as they made their way to the ballroom, and affectionately held David's hand upon noticing a photographer. David Beckham's rapport with the royal family has grown over time, recently earning him the role of celebrity ambassador for the King's Foundation, Charles charity. Sir Rod Stewart even quipped that David's knighthood must be coming soon. The football legend had previously met with Charles at Highgrove and celebrated hitting a £15 million fundraising goal for new air ambulance helicopters in London. He was honoured with an oboe at the palace back in 2003. The power couple have been present at major royal events, including Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding in 2018 and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's nuptials in 2011. In a show of respect, David joined the public queue for 13 hours to view Queen Elizabeth II lying in state in 2022. The visit from Qatar's head of state is set to bolster UK-Qatari relations, with economic and strategic partnerships at the forefront. Qatar's vast natural gas reserves make it a key player in the Middle East, leading to significant Qatari investments in iconic UK landmarks such as the Savoy Hotel, the Shard, and Harrods. His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, along with Her Highness Sheikha Jawahar bint Hamad bin Sahim Al Thani, jetted into Stansted Airport on Monday afternoon. They were then treated to a full ceremonial welcome and carriage procession before attending the state banquet at Buckingham Palace as part of a two-day event hosted by the King. However, the visit has sparked protests from human rights groups who accuse the UK government of royal washing Qatar's troubling rights record. Among the critics is the Peter Tatchell Foundation, which has highlighted Qatar's record on LGBT rights, women's rights and the treatment of migrant workers. In response, the UK government stated that it regularly discusses human rights issues with its Qatari counterparts and stands against discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender.